All right, so here's my stance on the Apple's new terms of service agreement for their SDK 4.0. For those of you who are not familiar with it, basically it's Apple sticking a finger to non-Apple tool developers. Basically, anybody who's developing iPhone apps that are not using Apple's development tools, those guys are going to get screwed because now they're going to reject all apps not developed with Apple development tools. So here's my take on this. It's a sad state of the world that we live in, that everybody feels that we are entitled to everything. We are a capitalist society. I'm a firm believer in capitalism. And we have choices out there. Apple's iPhone is definitely the most popular smartphone out there, and that does suck for a lot of people if their business is dependent on the iPhone community. But if your business is dependent on the iPhone community, you should definitely be using iPhone development tools. Apple needs to make money. Apple needs to control their platform. There's more at stake than just people's little crappy applications that they're making for the iPhone. The iPhone is a smartphone, and it does a lot of things, and it needs to do everything well, and that's what made everyone buy iPhones. So it comes to a shock to me that there are people out there that are all tweaked about Apple's decision. I mean, basically it's like saying, hey, I'm going to make why don't all those people who are complaining make their software open source and let everybody come and tinker with their software and use it for whatever they want to use it for. That's bullshit. Everybody wants to make money, and Apple wants to make money too, and they should be allowed to do so. And it's their frickin' platform. They can do whatever they want, you know. If you don't like it, don't use it. There's like a ton of different options out there. There's like, you can go get an Android phone. You can go get a Windows mobile phone. Go get a BlackBerry. Go get whatever you want. You know, just stop crying about stuff. This feeling of entitlement that everything should be free and that everything should be open and that everybody should be able to do whatever they want with a platform. It's ridiculous. I mean, to hear people complaining about the iPad that it doesn't have a frickin' camera on it is asinine to me. It's a frickin' iPad. Nobody ever said it's a digital camera. You know, so what if the iPhone has a camera on it? You want an iPhone? Go buy yourself an iPhone. You know, but to complain that it's like complaining that an apple is not orange. You know, it's ridiculous to me. It's crazy. So anyway, that's my take on that. You know, I mean, if developers want to develop for the iPhone, hey, just follow with what Apple is saying. Apple's not saying that you can't develop your app. They're saying that you can't develop your app with your own crappy tools. You know, use their tools. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that.